Hi, I'm attorney Nick Alcock. I'd like to spend just a little bit of time on infant car seats. It's a question that I get at dinner parties really more than anything of what is the law as it relates to infant car seats. And I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and I can tell you that I am the authority on infant car seats, and I've moved them around enough to know that it really is quite a pain to get a car seat installed correctly and then have to move it to a different vehicle. It really is quite a process, but it's something that you have to do, especially as a parent. You got to make sure your kids are okay. And if they're under 5, they have to be in a car seat. There are 3 different types of car seats. One is the infant car seat that's rear-facing only, and that is 7 to 20 pounds. You really should keep your kids rear-facing until they're well past 1, and they're just not strong enough to handle the impact if they're facing forward. You can turn them around with a convertible seat, and usually the pound requirement is 7 to 40, and then a booster seat is usually 40 to 60. And I definitely advise people to keep children in the booster seats longer than just up until the point that they're 5. It's just they're so much safer, they're just designed better, especially if your child is a little bit, if they're not so heavy or if they're small, then they can slide under the adult webbing and the strapping and wind up getting very, very injured. And unfortunately, I've seen many, many cases like that where kids are not restraining car seats either adequately, or they're just 5 or 6 and they're on a car seat and they wind up with more serious injuries than they would if they had probably been in a booster seat. There really isn't a law as it relates to when you can get a child in the front seat. And when I was growing up, I remember being in the front seat when I was 6 and 7 and there was no big deal. Now it's a big deal. Now people realize that the airbags can really cause massive injuries to children if they're very close to the airbag when it deploys. Just make it 12. Let's call it 12. That's what the manufacturers say. Once your child's 12 years old or older, then fine, they can get in the front seat and it's not that big of a deal. If you do get pulled over, you have a child under the age of 5 in a car seat, you can get a ticket, and it can be quite significant. More importantly, if you get in an accident, you could really be in a situation where your child gets very seriously injured. So if you have any questions about car seats, give us a call, 602-989-5000, 602-989-5000. We handle any kind of accident case, personal injury case, and be more than happy to walk you through that process. Thanks so much.